So Netflix has lost 500,000 subscribers in North America. I wonder why. Netflix just revealed it's lost 500,000 users, so what's gone wrong? We'll jump to another article in a minute. Let's just have a little look at this, shall we? As the world's biggest and most popular streaming platform, Netflix seems like it can do no wrong. The multimedia company's growth has been exponential over the past decade, so much so that Netflix recently announced plans to branch out into making video games that will come at no extra cost to its global subscriber base. Despite the positive reception to this announcement, as well as Netflix posting $7.3 billion in revenue for the second quarter of 2021, not everything is rosy as the streaming giant's headquarters. Why? Because Netflix has actually lost subscribers in its key North American stronghold. During the company's second quarter 2021 earnings report, per The Hollywood Reporter and Variety, Netflix announced that it had posted a loss of 430,000 subscribers in the US and Canada. Overall, Netflix subscriber base has grown by 1.5 million between the first quarter and second quarter. The streamer landed nearly 1 million new paying users in the Asia-Pacific region alone, and currently leads its streaming rivals with a 209 million global subscriber base. However, Netflix is noticing a slowdown in the growth of its user base in the first quarter. The company had forecasted that it would add 6 million new users to its subscriber base, but the actual figure of 4 million was 33% smaller than estimated. Netflix hopes to increase its user base by 3.5 million new subscribers in the third quarter, which is a more modest outlook based on its second quarter figures. We know part of the reason is to do with what's been going on the past 2 years. Is the reason why they've lost some people. Some people have just had it where they've been stuck in the house and then got rid of it once they've sort of got out of it. But the other part of it is an overabundant emphasis on woke content. That is part of the reason. I've got Netflix, but I barely go on it. If I ever do watch stuff on it, it's always like sort of older stuff or stuff from when Netflix actually did good shit. Like Daredevil. That's what I'm watching at the moment. That's actually good. But I'm not watching anything new that they put out. I haven't watched anything new that they've put on there. So that I barely use Netflix. I prefer Amazon, to be honest, because there's more variety on there. But yeah, I barely use Netflix. It's more my mum and my dad that use it. I don't really touch it. Other than like watching actually older stuff. And we know the majority of people, what they watch on Netflix is like Friends and stuff like that. Old stuff. They generally ain't watching any new shit on there. For the most part. But part of it, you can put the blame on part of it to do with lockdowns and shit like that. But you can't deny the fact that you lose people when you do have woke shit in there. That's when you lose people. And this doesn't just go for Netflix. This goes for entertainment across the board. When people know stuff's going to be politicized or woke or anything like that, it puts them off. But Hollywood still haven't realised that. When they lose people, they just go, oh, well, it's only bigots. That's what they think. They think anyone that doesn't want this shit in their entertainment, they think, oh, well, you're just a bigot then. They think, oh, well, we can afford to lose a few bigots. It's like, no, the people you're losing, for the most part, aren't bigots. But they haven't caught on that eventually they will have nothing left. No, people will stop showing up. Like, see if I know something's going to be a certain way, I'm like, well, I'm not going to fucking watch it then. Because I know it's not made to entertain, it's made to lecture. And it just pisses people off. And people go, oh, well, fuck this then, I'm off. I'll see you when you decide to stop being a crackpot. But for the most part, Netflix probably don't give a shit. Because they think, oh well, it's only bigots. Or they just try and blame it on what's been happening. Which we see the likes of Disney and stuff. They try and it's because of this situation here. It's like, yeah, you can blame it a little, but it gets to a point when no, it isn't. That's not the reason. The reason is you're lecturing the audience. You're race baiting. You make like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, all about race. I'm not fucking interested. That's not entertaining to me. And that's the business that the likes of Netflix are in. They're in the business of entertainment. But let's get into some of this article anyway. So you've got shows like Dear White People. Even the title goes, oh well, I ain't gonna watch it. I've seen it advert. I don't even know what it's about. I can guess. I can probably guess what it's about. It's about race. Because that's fucking entertainment. That is prime time entertainment. Then you've got Cuties. Who was watching that? We know who was watching that. We know what type of people were watching that. Those people that shall not be named. The pedophiles. Those people. That's who that film was for. Well, Netflix may argue that the irregularities caused by the pandemic are to blame for their loss in subscribers. There may be more to this phenomenon than the popular streaming platform is letting on. Brett Bart recently shared a rather interesting take regarding Netflix's current dilemma, attributing the loss in subscribers to the streaming service's overabundant emphasis on left-leaning woke content. As evidence, the news and entertainment media outlet points to the fact that the company co-founder and director Reed Hastings donated a sum of $3 million to fight against the referendum campaign to recall Gavin Newsom, proof of the co-CEO's left-leaning tendencies. According to a report from Politico, the money from Hastings demonstrates that Newsom can tap into a formidable fundraising network that includes the tech industry, where Newsom retains deep ties reaching back to his days as mayor of San Francisco. We know that like film studios have been pretty much allowed to do what they do while businesses get fucked over. Because what Gavin Newsom did, he let Hollywood operate as usual, and in return, they give him money. That's what that situation was. Breitbart News Barack and Michelle Obama's We the People miniseries was also put forth as evidence of the streaming platform's left-leaning tendencies. It's like, why do I want stuff from Barack Obama? Why do I want a show from Barack Obama? Doesn't make any sense. Fuck it, Barack and Michelle. That's who we want stuff from. Who watched that? I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you who watched that. As per Netflix's press release for We the People, the series is an exuberant call to action for everyone to rethink civics as a living, breathing thing and to reframe their understanding of what government and citizenship mean in a modern world. That's supposed to be entertaining. Just fuck off. I don't want a show from Barack Obama. What is that? Barack Obama, that's who... You're giving me a show from a politician. That's what I want. That's what I want. As a person living in the world, living through actual entertainment, this is what you're giving me. Fucking dumb. So dumb. Moreover, in February of this year, the Obamas also announced that they were working on a live-action adaptation of the refugee-themed novel Exit West as part of their production deal with Netflix, which will give them the opportunity to produce content that will be touching on issues of race and class, democracy and civil rights and much more. Now, I'll say fuck all that. What is that? Stop doing stuff to do with race and class. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I don't care. And refugee stuff coming from Obama. Yeah, that's quite funny, that is. Not that we're going to get into that, but... Furthermore, Breitbart also pointed to a study conducted by OnePoll which revealed that 1 in 3 are ready to end their streaming services over the abundance of uninspired shows. Regarding respondents who were planning on ending their streaming platform subscription, 46% said that Netflix was the platform they were more likely to cancel. I'm the same, to be honest. I don't necessarily need Netflix. In contrast, only 34% of respondents were planning on cancelling Hulu, while another 34% said that they plan to cut back their use of Amazon Prime. The study also revealed that respondents believe Tiger King was the most overhyped show of the pandemic, with similar pandemic popular series such as I Care a Lot and Schitt's Creek considered by respondents to be overrated television. It is also worth noting that HeMan fans have had their share of disappointment with Netflix as of late, following the release of Kevin Smith's insufferably woke take on the beloved HeMan franchise. So you had the whole HeMan situation, then you had Neil Gaiman's The Sandman, which had race changes, and they released a promo that had the actors' pronouns in it. And it's like it's not entertaining, alright? Like, especially the Sandman pronoun fiasco. It's like, why are you doing that? Again, they're trying to get people to watch something, and they go, oh, no, what's a good idea? We'll put a promo picture out of all the actors, and under their names we'll put who they're playing, what their name is, and we'll put their pronouns there. But yeah, this isn't it isn't going well for them at the moment. Because once they start losing a lot of people due to this, they start losing more and more and more. But again, it's another company. They don't know what business they're in. They don't understand what business they're in. They think they're in the business of, right, we've got to help society and help people how to understand things. Indoctrinate people, really, is what it is. But yeah, they think they're in the business of lecturing the public. It's like, no, you're in the business of entertaining people. I come home one day, see when I want to sit back. I'll stick your thing on. I'll sit and watch because I want to get entertained. That's what film, TV, and whatever gaming. That's all for entertainment. Not for putting messages in. Not for making points and shit like that. Really, all it is indoctrination. Because someone who's not really up to speed on stuff like this, they'll stick like Dear White People, whatever the fuck that is. They stick that on, and then it's all about, oh right, now we've got to try and make this person think delusionally as we do. And that's also part of the reason why they take already existing stuff. Because first of all, they can't come up with their own idea, and second of all, they know people are going to show up, especially a lot of people that aren't up to speed on what they're really doing. You know, you've got people defending shows like Loki and all that. I was out on that for the first episode. Terrible. But all this shit we're getting at the moment, say like even the new HeMan show, people that will defend that, they'll watch it the one time. They'll never touch it again. Never. They will never watch it again. And like I said, I've got Netflix, but I barely use it. Amazon Prime seems the best one to me because you've got a lot more on it. And if you want to watch something, you can just go, oh well, I'll just buy that if it's not on there for if it's not on Prime already. And Netflix always fuck up their own shit by they release everything in the one day. That's a stupid model. Because you put it all up and then people are finished talking about it in a week. I'll give them a bit of leeway that some people were just just had it because they didn't have nothing to do during the whole shit that was going on. But that's only a portion of people. I would put my money on the majority of it is because you keep fucking up people's shows. You keep lecturing the audience. That's why it is. But Netflix hear people say that and they don't seem to understand it. If they click on my video and hear me talking about this, they won't understand what I'm saying. They'll think I'm from another planet or something. But yeah, they've lost almost 500,000 subscribers from North America, and I can see that trend continuing. But yeah, for me, all I want is entertainment. That's all I want. Is it such a big ask? It's the same old. But that's all I've got to say on that for now anyway. So if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.